the sun was God, I'd be covered in faith. If the ocean was the devil, I'd be covered in hate. I'm so West Coast that it's a damn shame. Well, I'm so West Coast. Listen, I'm waking up.
Oh, what is up, man? This one's a little bit different. I'm just chilling. I'm walking. No one's, you know what I mean? I'm not walking Marley. No offense to Marley. Kind of just gotten done walking the dogs, so now I just got me time. Or us time, you know? To whoever's watching and shit. Well, I don't know. I will tell you, it feels better. I feel like yeah, this is it. Sorry, I just got done eating. And it's like, don't get me wrong, you know? I like walking the dog, but vlogging the same time and then getting yanked by him when I'm trying to, get these shots, I'm like, geez, hold up. So without further ado, here we are. I dyed my hair like black again because my real hair color was coming out. My hair got longer, so now it looks sick, bro. I love it. I'm like goths. Yeah, I'm like goth, spiritual, hippie vibes, man. It's great. But this one is about sobriety. What the fuck? Whatever, just being sober, not necessarily even from, what's the word? Like drugs or fucking alcohol. It's just like, it also has to do with what you're indulging in, like, things that aren't good for you. Thinking bad, eating bad, watching the news all the time, It's about detoxing the mind. Anything really that's hindering you from achieving a higher consciousness, a higher awareness. Anything that's keeping you stuck, stagnant, or in a loop or cycle. So that's what kind of meditation comes in, really. So that you can see and go within yourself. Well, what is it that I should change and let go of, What thoughts am I holding on to that don't serve? And why? Why have I had these thoughts? Is it something I believe to be true about myself? Because of who I was around, maybe my parents, or something? But when you get to the root, usually you see that it never really had a control over you. You just thought it did. And that's when you can choose different. Because you see that you're beyond all that. And then boom, life is more fun again to experience. Because you're not indulging in things that are keeping you in a cycle and hindering you from doing your fucking shit, For me, man, it was drinking, it was over smoking marijuana, or cannabis, hanging out with toxic people that used me for my car, just fucking eating bad. Even for men, a lot of, I guess, yeah. Wasting your energy, really, Just anything that drains you, that's derailing you from your course, your life, your timeline that you're on, that's getting you towards one step closer to your vision, your dream. But I'm telling you, once I let all those things go, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling freer. It's like I could fly. And it's like, you'll get there too. Baby steps, Baby steps. Be easy on yourself. Because awareness is key. And the fact that you even have awareness at all is proof and power of your growth, So That's why I always say, like, awareness is key. It is. It's always been. And once you utilize that awareness, you could choose differently. And you could pick different. And then, because you're picking different, you're choosing different, you're going to feel so much better. Like, sobriety. Am I saying that right? Sobriety? Whatever. Sobriety. It's not just the absence, like I said, of substance. It's a profound purification of the mind, of stillness even, to the mind, into the now, of the body and the soul. It's really a conscious decision, again, awareness, to clear everything that is hindering you, dulling you, your spirit, addictions, fear, resentment, jealousy, guilt, anger. All these things only hinder you and slow your growth. You're just wasting your energy. You don't gotta do that. Right? True healing is about breaking the cycles that are only keeping you bound to pain and to these lower states of consciousness, the cycle. So just really release any emotional burdens that you may have. That's one of the biggest things you could do during all this shit. Because resentment, guilt, fear, they're chains disguised as protection. The lower states of consciousness, lower vibrations, lower frequencies, whatever. But forgiveness and forgiveness of yourself and others is not even about condoning, what happened or the past or whatever. But it's about reclaiming your freedom and your power and releasing all of that weight that no longer belongs to you, that no longer serves to you. And all this is done through meditation. For me, it was the use of plant medicine and meditation. It was all of it combined. And then really you got to transform your inner dialogue. You got to change how you speak of yourself and of reality. Everything is connected. You know how they say words are casting spells? It's literally that, because we may think words are just words, but words are things, just like thoughts are things. You speak them and then they go out into the energetic collective reality, whatever the fuck that we're experiencing. And they carry energy, they carry data, they carry a frequency when you speak, when you say a word. It's a vibration, right? All words are really meaningless. We've all just collectively agreed and given every single word a meaning to convey a vibration, to convey something, It's all made up. So that's why I'm always saying reality is completely neutral, There's no meaning to anything other than the meaning that we've given it. So just give it a good meaning, change your meaning, change your perception, and you're gonna fucking shift. You're gonna feel so much better. Just like literally, you gotta transform the words that you speak of yourself and reality. Change that shit. And when you let go of self-judgment or even judgment of other people, the narrative. When you shift that narrative of lack, you open the door to self-comparison and trust. And I mean, like, stop comparing yourself to other people. That's just a waste of time. But you gotta trust yourself and this whole experience, because the inner shift transforms not just your mind, not just your body and soul, but your life, your whole reality. Just by you going within yourself and letting go of self-judgment and that false narrative of lack. You just gotta nurture your soul's clarity, right? You gotta nurture your soul's visions. Like tend to yourself every day. Every day work towards your craft, your vision. Like this right here, this is my craft. Every music song I make, my craft. Just keep building that version of you. Because really, sobriety, sober, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? It is key. It's key. It's clarity, and it's about wholeness, really, too. So, engage in practices that restore that and uplift, whether it's through meditation or exercise, which is another way that connects you to your breath. It's just gonna circulate your prana, your reiki, your nervous system. It's gonna calm it down. Time in nature and creative expression, like me making these videos or making music. Because what you feed your spirit determines the life that you create and experience. Just like what you do now matters how your reality and your future is going to be. So really just understand that detoxing your life is more than just letting go. It's stepping into the light of your healing, to the light of yourself. Liberation, it begins within. And when you clear away all of what no longer serves you, you rise into your fullest potential. Just let go all of what only served the autopilot self, the one that kept doing the same shit over and over again. For me, It was hanging around people that used me for my car. It was drinking. It was smoking too much, THC. Eating bad. Just playing video games. Not getting sun. Sitting down all the time without not getting exercise and working out your vessel. You know. Trying to control so much the outcome. You know. Chasing girls, especially ones that didn't even really want me. Like, all that came from disconnection from myself, more connected to the ego, and being in that false belief and identity that I wasn't worthy enough or good enough, or that I needed something like someone to fill this hole that I thought I had in my heart. Really, what was missing was just the connection to my heart, to my higher self. So I was trying to fill that void, if you will, through addictions, you know. I didn't get that hardcore addicted to shit, really, I'm not gonna lie. The most I was addicted to was, I don't know, like caffeine, nicotine, I stopped. Cocaine, I stopped. I did that. This is before my spiritual shift. Trust me, I'm not like that anymore. So it was easy for me, and I'm grateful because there's people that struggle, but all these things were things to kind of just made me feel better because I was disconnected from myself. Whether it was overeating, you know, because there's a time where I was chubby, which is now I'm very, like, overly aware sometimes of, like, how I look, my figure. Not that, like, I'm overly obsessive to where I have a problem, you know what I mean? No, it's just, like, I'm aware of what I need to do and not do in order to keep a good figure, a good mindset, a good body, mind, and soul. And once I stopped taking around these people that were fake in their own cycles and very much connected in their ego, I started to feel way more light, way more liberated, way more me myself. I was, you know, for so long I was feeling like drained and I was like depressed and sad, but I was really never sad or depressed. It was just that I was around people that were sad and depressed because they were doing things that they aren't supposed to be doing, or, you know what I mean, they're just not doing their inner work. And so that being so connected to everything, I felt their unhealedness. And then I was like, bro, what is this heavy weighing down feeling? And then I separated myself from them. And then now I'm like, oh shit, it was them. I feel so much better. You know what I mean? Now I can think better. Now I have a clearer vision of where I could go, where my path will take me based on what I'm doing now. And then I started to really just let go of these false beliefs of that I'm not worthy, I'm not talented, I'm not good looking, whatever. And then I really started to accept my whole essence, you know, inside and out. And then my auric field started to change. I started to glow more. I started to finally perceive of these opportunities that have been presented to me. I just wasn't, that have always been presented to me, but I was blinded in my ego to see it. So it's like now, I don't live with the regrets. Now I just live in the moment, not trying to control the outcome, you know. Not needing a girlfriend to be happy, although it would be fun, it would be beautiful. But I'm not emphasizing a belief that unless I have someone or, you know, this amount of money, then I could finally love life. And once you let those things go, you're going to feel so much lighter. Because you got to realize that there is a higher part of you trying to flow through. Beyond that little ego logical mind of trying to control and this and that, there's a higher part of you beyond form. You can say the universe, God, whatever, the real you, the higher vibrational version of you that exists beyond here. Whatever you want to call it. It's trying to flow through, but you gotta and breathe. Feel your heartbeat, feel your breath. And the more you'd focus on the connection to your heart every day for 30 minutes, day and night, even if you want to be a little extra, you'll notice a difference in clarity that you have of yourself and everything around you. All you gotta do is just change the way that you think. Life is hard. Now you just perceive it that. Even I catch myself saying, fuck, I don't want to go to work. I have to go to work. Change it to, you get to go to work. I get to go to work. Because there was a time for a month and a half where I didn't have a job and I was honestly worried as fuck. You know, I have a car payment. Don't want to have it repoed. I got a phone bill. I don't want to have my service suspended or canceled. I was worried that it was going to take so long to get a job to where it took so long. Now I don't have a car because I got repo. You know what I mean? And then I find my ego, funnily, when I have a job. I'm like, oh, I have to go to work. Fuck, dude. Shut up. We need a job. You get to go to work. Oh, yeah. And then through that, you just have fun with the experience. Enjoy your nowness. Even though you're somewhere you don't want to be, but you have to do it to at least have some sort of income, you know? Just enjoy the moment. That's what matters. As long as you're enjoying the moment and putting your work into getting yourself somewhere. To that dream. To that vision that you see so clearly and feel. You'll get there. You just gotta keep putting in the work. That's part of manifesting. There's a misconfusion of people think that manifesting, you don't gotta do shit and then it pops up. So that's why there's a stigma. They don't believe that it works because, oh, you just, you sit in your ass and it comes to you. No. The universe speaks in the language of physicality. You do have to put in the work, but you have to meet it halfway, right? Like, it wants to help you. But you have to want to help yourself too. You know? Whether it's, again, letting go of the things that don't serve you, and just letting go of the thought forms that you have, all that. The people you're around. Once you let go of all these things that don't serve you, you can finally rise higher and meet yourself there. While at the same time, putting in the work towards your craft, your vision, whatever. Just don't doubt yourself, right? Because after all, everything is yourself, right? The universe, it is you. Oh, it's all you. If you don't believe in the universe, you don't believe in yourself. It's all connected. Just like when you settle in one area of your life, you're going to settle in other areas. Same shit. It's all connected. You don't believe in yourself, you don't believe in the universe. But it's just the ego trying so hard to control and have tangible proof. Otherwise, it's not real. But fuck that shit. Just because it's not, doesn't mean it's not real. Or possible, you know? And it's like, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, right? Because all of what I'm talking to you now is how I have always thought of life. Like them, they're just going to work. Or they're going to parties. They could be doing anything, I don't know. But the point of the matter is, we're all on our own journey, you know? We're all having our own experience. So don't focus so much on what they're doing. Just focus on what you're doing. That's what matters. Where awareness goes, energy flows. So keep that energy and awareness on you. And that momentum will follow. Life is good. Life is but a dream. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to go skate and enjoy in this coexist in this dream. First, I got to get some drone shots. Like I said, sometimes I do it before. Sometimes I do it after. This time around, I'm doing it after. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, guys. Namaste, lady. Peace.